From underneath my Christmas tree, where Santa left me a new toupee for Christmas. This is Kurt Berglund with Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball, and I'm so excited I dressed up. It's two teams tied at 8 and 7. We are starting game 16. 3 games left in the season for everybody, and these two teams are tied at 8 and 7. And if the playoffs started today, one of them would not make it. This is a big 3-game series for these two teams, battling for one of the 5 playoff spots in the National League. On the mound for the 1984 Chicago Cubs, visiting Shea Stadium today, it's Dennis Eckersley, the right-hander acquired from the Red Sox in the 1984 campaign for Bill Buckner, against the 1969 Mets, the hosts tonight at Shea Stadium, and they are throwing Gary Gentry, the 23-year-old right-hander who showed so much composure in the 1969 National League Championship Series and the 1969 World Series. If you want to see a 23-year-old kid with ice water in his veins, check out the Mets on YouTube from 1969 going up against the Orioles. Wow. Anyway, with that said, let's get to the lineups for today's game. For the visiting 1984 Chicago Cubs, it's the lineup you probably know pretty well. Leading off in center field, it's Bobby Dernier. Batting second at second base, it's Ryan Sandberg. Batting third and left field, Gary Matthews. Batting fourth in right field, Keith Moreland. Batting fifth at first base, Leon Durham. Batting sixth and playing third base, Ron Say. Batting seventh and doing the catching, it's Jody Davis. Batting eighth, shortstop, Larry Boa. And batting ninth will be pitcher Dennis Eckersley, and Dennis was 10-8 with a 303 earned run average for the Cubs in 24 starts in 84. In 160 innings pitched, he had 2 complete games. For the homestanding 1969 New York Mets, Tommy Agee, you know this lineup too. Tommy Agee leading off in center field. Wayne Garrett batting second at third base. Cleon Jones batting third in left field. Art Shamsky batting fourth in right field. Ken Boswell batting fifth at second base. Ed Kranepool batting sixth at first base. J.C. Martin batting seventh, and he's behind the plate for the injured Jerry Grody for one more game. Batting eighth, Bud Harrelson, the shortstop, and batting ninth is the aforementioned Gary Gentry. The young right-hander was 13-12 with a 343 earned run average in 1969, and he had 35 starts with 233 innings pitched. We are ready to go, and this series could very well knock one of these teams right out of the playoff picture. We'll see what happens in Shea Stadium. Let's see if we can adjust things a little bit here. There we go. All right. Game 1 of this all-important 3-game series for these two ball clubs. Dernier leads off. The pitch from Gentry is a base hit into center field. It lands right in front of Tommy Agee, and Dernier's aboard with a single, and he can cause problems on the bases. J.C. Martin's arm is a 2. And so we'll see if they send Dernier in the first inning. Gentry to the belt, checks Dernier at first. The pitch home to Sandberg. And Gentry has hurt himself. Gentry has pulled a muscle in the bottom of the first. Wow. So we're going to do a couple things. So Gentry is gone. Oh, man. So, we're going to see Nolan Ryan. So here comes Ryan with, of course, as the announcers like to tell us, as much time as he needs to warm up. So he's going to do that. Nolan Ryan, 6-3 with a 353 earned run average. In the 1969 season, and he, of course, also was a World Series hero. 10 starts, 89 innings, 2 complete games, 1 save, and 25 total game appearances. So he's going to take over facing Sandberg. Gentry is gone now for 4 more days. Ryan to the belt. The pitch is a base hit to center field. Again, dropping in front of A.G. Dernier stops at second, and now it'll be the Sarge. Gary Matthews coming to the plate. Cubs off to a good start. And the pitch to the Sarge. Uh-oh, that's a hanger. And that's a base hit into left field. That's going to score Dernier, and Sandberg hustles all the way to third base. It's 1-0 Cubs off of Nolan Ryan. Keith Moreland at the plate. The Mets infield at double play depth for him. See if they can turn one. Ryan to the belt. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's Ryan's first. And we have 1 out in the Cub first with Cubs at the corners. Double play depth for the infield. Ryan to the belt. The pitch home to Durham. Is a ground ball to Cranepool. Cranepool gloves it. Goes to Harrelson for 1, but a hard slide by the Sarge. And that's all they're getting. As Durham beats the Rap at first and drives in the second Cubs run. By doing so, Sandberg scores from third base. It's 2-0 Cubs. Now with Durham at first and Say at the plate. Ryan trying to get out of this first inning. The pitch to Say. Hey, struck him out. That's 2 for Ryan. And he finally gets out of the first inning. But 2 runs score. It's 2-0 Cubs in this huge series between these two clubs. Eckersley out to the mound now. It's A.G., Garrett, and Jones for the Mets. The pitch from Eck. Base hit, Tommy A.G. blooped into right field just over Sandberg's outstretched glove, and he's on now with Garrett coming to the plate. Nobody out. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball, Say. He goes to Sandberg for 1. The relay to Durham. It's a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the Cubs, and now there's 2 gone for the Mets in the bottom of the first with nobody on. Eckersley back to the windup. The pitch is down the line past Say. It's going to rattle around in the corner, and Cleon Jones is going to help himself to a double. He had 25 of those on the 1969 season. Now Art Shamsky with a chance to drive in a 2-out run. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball, Sandberg. He throws to Durham, and that will retire the Mets in the first inning. After 1 at Shea Stadium, it's 2-0, 84 Cubs. And it'll be Davis, Boa, and Eckersley coming to the plate against young Nolan Ryan, the 22-year-old right-hander. Ryan winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Nolan. I'm going to treat Ryan like a starter in this game since he came into it with 1 batter. I'm not going to treat him like a relief pitcher for fatigue purposes, so I hope that's not a mistake, but we're doing it. We're going that way. The pitch from Ryan to Boa, he outside, ball 4. So Boa draws a walk, and now it's Eckersley coming to the plate with one man out. Wow, he's an F bunter. All right, Ryan to the belt. The pitch. Popped him up. Kenny Boswell on the infield grass is going to take it. And that's 2 gone. And now it's Dernier with Boa still at first base. Ryan to the belt. The pitch home. Ground ball, Boswell. He's going to flip to Harrelson the short way to retire the side. And after 1.5, it's still Cubs 2, Mets nothing. And Ryan appears to have righted the ship after a very rocky first inning that he and Gary Gentry put together. It's Boswell, Cranepool, and Martin for the Mets in the second inning. Eckersley the wind, the pitch. This is hit to Dernier. It's gonna drop, I think. Yes, it does, and it skips away from him. Boswell's gonna get to second base on a double. Nobody out for Cranepool. Eckersley in a jam again. He was in one in the first inning but escaped. Let's see how he does here. To the belt, the pitch to Cranepool. Line drive, base hit, center field. That's going to score Boswell as Bobby Dernier's throw will come into second base, and it's 2-1. So the Mets respond and cut the lead in half immediately in the second inning. J.C. Martin at the plate. He can bunt, as we know, as the Baltimore Orioles know, from the '69 series. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch to JC. He's not bunting. The pitch hit in the air to center. Bobby Dernier calling, and he will take it for out number 1. Now it's Bud Harrelson. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch hit to Dernier in center. Bobby's charging. He makes the catch. Now it'll be Nolan Ryan with 2 outs, and Cranepool still at first base. Eck to the belt, the pitch to Nolan, and it's a blooper. Right field, Moreland charging, it falls. Base hit. Cranepool's gonna stop at second. Ryan on at first with a single, and now with 2 outs, it's Agee. And the tying run in scoring position now. Eckersley's pitch to Agee. Ball 4. And Eck doesn't do much of that. So the bases are loaded now. Bases dripping with Mets for Wayne Garrett. Tying run 90 feet away. Garrett hit into a soul-crushing rally-killing double play in the first inning. The pitch. Hit in the air to right, Moreland toward the line, and he will get there to make the catch, and that retires the Mets. Golden opportunity missed, although they did get 1 out of it on 3 hits, and they leave 3. So after 2 innings, it's 2-1 Cubs. It's anybody's ball game. Ryan back out. Sandberg, Matthews, and Moreland coming up in the Cubs' third. Ryan winds and delivers. Hit to right. Shamsky coming in, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Now it's Sarge. A single and a ribby in the first. The pitch from Ryan. Base hit, right field. Just past Kenny Boswell. Matthews goes the other way or swings late, depending upon how you look at it. And now it's Moreland. Moreland is 0 for 1. There's 1 man out. Sarge at first. Ryan to the belt. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 on the day for Nolan. We're in the 3rd inning. And now it's Durham. Matthews still at first. Ryan's pitch. Ground ball, Harrelson. He's going to go the short way to Boswell. to retire the Cubs in the third. We've played 2.5, and the 84 Cubs lead 2-1. Eck is back out on the mound. He will get the meat of the Mets order in the bottom of the third. Jones, Shamsky, and Boswell. Here's the pitch to Cleon. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 1 for Eckersley. 1 gone in the third. Shamsky comes up 0 for 1. The pitch from Eck popped him up. Wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Leon Durham calling on the dirt. He will take it, and that's out number 2. And now Kenny Boswell, who doubled and scored back in the second inning. The pitch to him, ground ball Sandberg. He throws to Durham, and that retires the Mets in the third. So we're 1/3 of the way through this one, and it's 2-1 Cubs. Typical Cubs-Mets battle. Ryan will face Say, Davis, and Boa in the fourth. Say is 0 for 1. The pitch from Nolan. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Ryan, who's doing a job now. And Davis, 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for Nolan. And Larry Boa comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. He walked in the second. The pitch from Ryan. Ground ball second. Not hit well. Ken Boswell charges, takes it, throws to Cranepool, and that retires the Cubs in the top of the fourth. Now it's Eck facing Cranepool, Martin, and Harrelson in the bottom of the fourth. Every pitch big in this game, in this series. Both teams need it. They're tied at 8-7. The pitch from Eckersley to Cranepool. Ground ball Say. Toward the line. Gloves it, throws, gets him. 1 gone in the fourth. J.C. Martin's 0 for 1. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 2 for Eck. 2 gone and nobody on for Harrelson. 0 for 1 for Bud on the day. The pitch. Ground ball, Sandberg. He's got it and throws to Durham, and that retires the Mets in the fourth. We've played 4, and it's 2-1 Chicago. Bottom of the order with Eckersley, lead off, and then the top with Dernier in the fifth for the Cubs. Ryan's pitch to Eck. Hey, struck him out. That's number 7 for Ryan. We're in the 5th inning. Dernier. The pitch. Looper, right field. Shamsky charging. Won't get there. Base hit as Dernier is on now for Sandberg. I would hit and run, but boy, Ryan's got too many strikes. No, I'm not going to hit and run. Okay, Dernier works on his lead. Sandberg at the plate. Ryan to the belt. The pitch home. Hit to right, but not deep. Shamsky is under it, and we'll take it for out number 2, and now it's Matthews. They could send Dernier with 2 outs. Matthews in there. Ryan to the belt. The pitch to Sarge. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. We're halfway through this one. 2-1 Cubs at Shea Stadium. Now it's Eckersley who will face Ryan. And then the top with AG and Garrett for the Mets, looking to tie this game. Eck, the pitch. And he loses Ryan. Second walk of the game for Eck. And AG is up now. He can bunt, but he's also maybe their best offensive player other than Jones. Eck to the belt. The pitch to AG. He is not bunting. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Eck. Should have bunted. Garrett at the plate. Ryan aboard. 1 out. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball. Durham. He goes to Boa for 1. The return throw to Eckersley, not in time, as Garrett beats the rap at first. So now it's Garrett at first, but with 2 men out for Jones. And Eckersley hanging tough. Jones is 1 for 2 with a double. Pitch from Eckersley. Hit to right. This is going to drive Moreland back to the track. He's got it, and that will end the Mets in the 5th. We've played 5 complete, and it's 2-1 Cubs at Shea Stadium in a game both teams desperately need. Moreland, Durham, and Say for the Cubs in the 6th. Keith is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Durham is 0 for 2, but he's driven in a run, and Say is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Nolan Ryan has been called on in relief of Gary Gentry and has done the job to this point. Gil Hodges has to be pleased with what he has seen out of his young right-hander. Ryan winds and the pitch. Hey, struck out Moreland. That's number 9. And 3 whiffs for Keith. Keith has the hat trick, and when he comes up next time, he's going for the golden sombrero. Durham at the plate. Ryan winds. The pitch. Ground ball Boswell. He throws to Cranepool, and there's 2 gone in the 6th. Now it's Say. 0 for 2. Pitch to him. Ground ball Garrett. He gloves it. Throw to Cranepool. That retires the Cubs in the 6th, and it's 5 in a row for Ryan, who is definitely in a groove. He has struck out 9 in 6 innings and has shut down the Cubs' attack that looked so potent back in the 1st inning. But the Mets need to score to tie this game. Shamsky, Boswell, and Cranepool in the bottom of the 6th for the New Yorkers. Eckersley winds and delivers. Fly ball, Dernier, center field, moves into left center a little bit and makes the catch. That's out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Kenny Boswell is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He scored the only Mets run of the game. It's a hanger to Kenny. This one's driven deep. Warning track for Dernier to the wall, and he's got it. That's 2 gone for the Mets. 1 more biscuit for breakfast. And Boswell goes deep, but he didn't get it all. And, of course, we know Shea Stadium can be tough to hit it out of. Now it's Cranepool, 1 for 2. He's got the only Mets ribby of the day. The pitch, hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 4 for Eck, and a 1-2-3 6th, and 6 in a row retired for the Cubs right-hander. 2-1 after 6 for the Cubs. Coming up in the 7th, it's Davis, Boa, and Eckersley, unless they bat for him, but I don't think they're gonna. Jody's 0 for 2 with a pair of whiffs. The pitch from Ryan. Hit to right. Here comes Shamsky charging. He makes the catch for out number 1, and now it's Boa. Larry's 0 for 1 with a walk. Ryan's pitch. Looper to left, swings late, swings weakly, falls in front of Jones. Base hit Boa, and now it's Eckersley. Eck is getting the job done, and the Cubs' pitching has been so inconsistent of late that they're going to stick with him. Ryan to the belt. The pitch there, he's going to try and lay one down. He gets it down. This is to Ryan. He's going to flip to Boswell covering first, and Boa moves up to second base. And Dennis Eckersley just successfully bunted on Nolan Ryan. That gets Boa into scoring position with 2 outs for Dernier, who's 2 for 3 with a run scored. Ryan to the belt, checks Boa, the pitch home, lifted to left. Here comes Cleon Jones, and he will make the catch. It's time to stretch him out in New York. After 6.5, 2-1 Cubs. This one's going right down to the wire. I expect all 3 games to be like this. Evenly matched ball clubs. J.C. Martin up 0 for 2 against Eckersley, then Harrelson, and then Nolan Ryan, unless they bat for him. The pitch to J.C. Ground ball Durham. He gloves it and flips to Eckersley covering, and there's one gone in the Mets 7th. Now it's Bud Harrelson who's 0 for 2. Eckersley winds and delivers. Hit to center. It's a looper. Dernier on the run. Dernier's got it, and that's 2 gone. And so with 2 outs, they will let Ryan bat. And it's the bottom of the 7th. The pitch from Eckersley popped him up. Not a home run in a phone booth. Ryan Sandberg calling on the infield, takes it, and that retires the Mets in the 7th. We got 2 innings to go. 2-1 Cubs. Ryan back out in a definite groove. 9 strikeouts on the day. He will face Sandberg, Matthews, and Moreland in the Cubs' 8th. Pitch from Nolan. Ryan is 1 for 3. He has scored a run. Hey, strikes him out. That's strikeout number 10. And the Mets fans trying to get behind their ball club. 2 for 3 for Sarge on the day with a ribby. Ryan winds. The pitch. Hey, strikes him out. That's number 11 for Ryan. We're in the 8th with 2 gone, and now it's Moreland. Keith has struck out 3 times. He's going for the sombrero. Yosh Kawano in the club's clubhouse has the sombrero ready to go by Moreland's locker if it comes to that. The pitch to Moreland. Hey, strike him out. And he gets the golden sombrero. 12 strikeouts for Ryan. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Mets need a run to tie. Eckersley. A dominant performance, you'd have to say, throwing a 4-hitter. He will face the top of the Mets order with Agee, Garrett, and Jones. As the Mets want to come from behind and steal this one from the Cubs. Eckersley winds and delivers. Base hit, left field, drops in front of Matthews. Agee's aboard. Now it's Garrett. Wayne can bunt. They might ask him to. Agee can run. They might ask him to. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch to Garrett. He squares. This is to in front of the plate. Grabbed by Jody Davis. They're going to second. Boa covering. They get Agee at second for the force. Wow, the lead runner is nailed at second by Jody Davis. So Garrett hits into a force on his attempt at a sacrifice bunt. It's Cleon Jones coming to the plate now. Cleon 1 for 3. Lee Smith starting to warm in the Cubs bullpen. Eckersley to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball Sandberg. Sandberg to Boa for 1. The relay to Durham in time. It's a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play that kills the Mets in the 8th. We're going to the 9th. It's 2-1, 84 Cubs. Ryan back out. Durham, Say, and Davis looking to add insurance for the Cubs in the 9th. Ron Taylor and Tug McGraw throwing in the Mets bullpen. Durham is 0 for 3 with a ribby. The pitch from Ryan. Is a line drive, left field, left center, it drops. Look at Durham hustling around first. Jones throws towards second. Durham sliding into second is safe, and he's in scoring position with nobody out for say. Gil Hodges on the top step of the dugout. He is asking Joe Pignatano for the vaping materials. Ron Say at the plate. Ronnie is 0 for 3. Ryan to the belt. The pitch. Ground ball, Boswell. He gloves it and throws to Cranepool as Durham moves to third. One gone. Now Jody Davis is coming up. Ryan in a jam. The Mets infield will move in at this point. That run on third is big. Jody is 0 for 3. Ryan will go from the windup. The pitch to Jody Davis. Ground ball. Ground ball. Bud Harrelson gloves it. Durham on the contact play is heading home. The throw to Martin is in time. They get Durham trying to score, and they cut him down at the plate. Jody Davis reaches first base safely, but they keep the insurance run from scoring, and now it's Boa. 1 for 2 with a walk for Larry on the day, and Eckersley is on deck. He is standing in the on-deck circle. Ryan to the belt, checks Davis at first. The pitch home. Ground ball, Boswell. He's going to go to Harrelson covering second for the force to retire the Cubs in the ninth. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. It's 2-1 Chicago, and the Cubs have lost a ton of games just like this one. Eckersley coming back out. It's Shamsky, Boswell, and Cranepool in the ninth. Lee Smith warming. He is ready to go if needed. Shamsky leads off. He's 0 for 3. Eckersley winds and delivers. Hit to left. The Sarge is going to make the catch, and that's one gone in the Mets ninth. Kenny Boswell is 1 for 3 with a double. He has scored the Mets' only run. Eck, the wind, the pitch. Line drive, base hit, center field in front of Dernier. Boswell is aboard with a single. He's the tying run. Cranepool, 1 for 3 with a ribby. Fry wants Billy Connors to get him the vaping materials. There's a lot of vaping going on at Shea Stadium in this one. The stress level off the charts. Cranepool, 1 for 3 with a ribby. Eckersley to the belt, checks Boswell. The pitch home. Ground ball, Say to Sandberg for 1. The relay, not in time as Cranepool just legs it out. He is safe at first, and we're going to get a runner for Ed with 2 gone now in the bottom of the ninth. Going to be Al Weiss to run for Cranepool. Or is it? I got to check Gasper here. No, it's going to be Weiss. So, Martin is at the plate. Nope, they're calling him back. They don't want him. They don't want any part of J.C. Martin with the game on the line. So, it's going to be... Ooh, they're going for the bomb. It's Don Clendenin that's going to come to the plate to pinch hit for J.C. Martin. And they're sticking with Eck. Smitty is ready in the bullpen, but they do not want him. Fry vaping heavily in the Cubs dugout. Weiss at first. Clendenin at the plate. Don, 235 against right-handers with 10 bombs on the season. Eck to the belt. Checks Weiss at first. The pitch to Clendenin. Comebacker to Eck. He gloves it. He throws to Durham, and the Cubs take game 1, 2-1. Holy Toledo. The Cubs go to 9-7. The Mets drop to 8-8. The line scores for the victorious 1984 Chicago Cubs 2 runs on 7 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished 1969 New York Mets, who now really have got to win the last 2 games of this series for a playoff chance, 1 run on 7 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitcher, Dennis Eckersley. The tough luck loser, Nolan Ryan, who struck out 12, but that first inning was all it took, gave the Cubs enough to get the win. So with that win, the Cubs go to 9-7 and are definitely in the playoff hunt, but not assured of anything, not guaranteed anything yet. So we'll see what happens. But thank you for joining me. My name's Kurt Berglund. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. This is the Payoff Pitch Dream Season, and there's more Dream Season action coming very, very soon. Thanks again. We got to stick together, people. Hope you have a good day. So long, everybody.